At my birthday dinner, she raised a toast and said, "To my future divorce settlement." Everyone burst out laughing. I laughed too and said, "Funny you say that. I already transferred everything to my sister's name yesterday." The room went silent. The restaurant went quiet. My wife Amelia stood there, champagne glass trembling, staring at me like I'd just pulled a gun. Her best friend Claire stopped mid-laugh. The table of her friends, the ones who'd been in on the joke, looked like they'd seen a ghost. Here's what they didn't know. I'm a senior fraud investigator. I spend my days catching people who think they're smarter than the system. For the last 3 months, I'd been running the biggest case of my career. The target? My own wife. It started with a $500 charge on our credit card. A lifestyle consultant. I looked her up. She was a divorce coach. My wife was paying someone to help her leave me while married to me. I didn't confront her. You never alert the subject. I went full forensic. Keylogger on the computer. GPS on her car. Deep dive into her finances. What I found was a conspiracy. Amelia and her friends had a group chat. A step-by-step playbook for fleecing a husband. They discussed which assets were marital property, how to provoke me into an affair. They even had a timeline. Wait until our 4th anniversary. File for divorce. Take half the house. Secure alimony. Tonight's dinner, their pre-victory celebration. But here's the twist I found buried in their messages. Claire wasn't just coaching Amelia. She'd done this with 4 other wives, all married to men in my industry. This was her business model, and I was her latest mark. Even worse, my wife had already picked out her next target. Screenshots showed her flirting with my business partner, planning to move in with him the week after filing. Then I found the bank statements. She'd opened a secret account 6 months ago, siphoning money from our joint savings. Small transfers, $200 here, $500 there. She'd already hidden $23,000. Her escape fund. The GPS tracker showed something else. Weekly visits to a storage unit I didn't know existed. I checked the rental agreement she'd forged my signature on. Inside, my grandfather's watch collection, my vintage vinyl records, family heirlooms, everything she planned to claim went missing before the divorce. 2 days ago, I met with my sister, a partner at a top law firm. In 8 hours, we moved every asset I owned into an irrevocable trust. The house, my investments, everything. Legally untouchable in divorce court. All that was left in our joint names, a checking account with a few thousand and a mountain of her debt. So when she made that toast, I wasn't faking my laugh. The drive home was silent. When we got inside, she finally screamed, "What did you do?" I dropped a binder on the table, my case file, invoices from Claire's consulting, financial charts, and the main event, 100 pages of their group chat, time-stamped, printed. "I'm an investigator, Amelia," I said. "You were so busy planning the perfect crime. You never considered you married the perfect detective." She left that night. Her lawyer called my sister the next day. We had them beaten before they started. My sister offered terms. Uncontested divorce. 0 claim to my assets. And after I deducted the $65,000 she'd stolen using our credit cards for her designer clothes scheme, she'd walk away with almost nothing. But I wasn't done. Claire, the divorce coach, I sent her client files to the State Bar Association. She's under investigation for practicing law without a license. Her friend Becca, I compiled her party photos and drug use posts, sent them to her family-friendly employer's HR, fired within a week. Jessica, the last friend, I had coffee with her husband, a colleague of mine, and mentioned his wife had been coaching mine on marital fraud. I gave him a forensic accountant's number. 2 weeks later, his ring was gone. The divorce finalized last week. After the house sale and deductions, Amelia walked away with less than $10,000. 3 years of marriage, and that's her severance package. She called me yesterday, crying, said her life was over, asked if I could help. I let her finish. "I'm an investigator, Amelia. My job is to assess risk, and you are the riskiest asset I've ever encountered. You filed a fraudulent claim against my life. I investigated, documented, and denied it with extreme prejudice." I hung up and blocked the number. She thought she could take me for everything. She never realized the most valuable thing I own isn't money. It's the absolute certainty that in the end, the books always balance, and I'm always the one who balances them.